Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are here in a capture the base match on Haven. We are top tier in a 7s and 8s match. And that's cool. We're in the Maine, the American Tech Tree Tier 8 battleship. Lost a couple subscribers over the last week or so, but I gained about 5 new ones. Want to give a shout out to my new subs, Big Killa, Onyx Wizard, Awesome Pig 99 with Piggy, Grumpy Northman, and there's one more, not my name. Thank you guys so very much for subscribing. And of course, thank you to all of my longtime and current subscribers. I really appreciate you subscribing to my channel. All right, so here on Haven, this island dead ahead of our ship is pretty much the area where most of the conflict occurs in this map. Having that in mind, there's only one destroyer, but I don't want to get torped. So I'm just going to get near to here to where I can shoot over into the gap there, where the enemy ships like to go by, and then we'll just evaluate what's going on from there. So USS Maine never existed, at least as far as I know. Kind of an advancement of the Montana with an extra turret. I find the turret arrangement to be a little wonky because it's got 2 triple turrets and 2 twin turrets. However, unlike every other US ship with this kind of arrangement where the triple turrets are not super firing, they are at the deck level. This ship has the reverse arrangement, so the triple turrets are elevated and the twin turrets are at the deck level. Be that as it may, I can tell you I would have very much preferred a version of the Maine with the Florida gun arrangement, just not the Florida gun caliber, but I don't think that ever existed. All right, so we're shooting at the enemy ships out there. We have done about 14,000 damage so far. We take a little hit. You know, if you're angled against a lot of the ships you're facing, you're going to be able to shrug it off. I think we're shooting at a Flandre out there. But on the other hand, you don't want to give too much angle because you can get punished out there in the ship. The armor profile is good. It is not great. It is not a dreadnought armor scheme. Here we're going to dock with this island. Iowa got killed. Flandre is kind of kiting away. So we're going to use this opportunity to reset ourselves here in the Maine. We are using a fully maxed Billy Sims and accuracy build. You can see I have Will to Rebuild active. That's just an oversight on my part. I was playing some matches in some lower tier premiums where I like to use Will to Rebuild, and I can tell you I would not use Will to Rebuild in this ship. I would use Fight Fire with Fire. I think I'll also cover that when we go over the commander screen, but just wanted to point that out. You know, there was some talk in the live stream for World of Warships Legends yesterday. They were going to think about moving the indicator for the legendary skill, and you can see the plane skill is up here, and it's kind of like if you cut the screen in half, they're a mirror image of each other. So your spotted / plane indicator is just mirroring the legendary skill activation on the screen. That's why they put it there, but they were thinking about moving it off to the right of that spotted indicator, I guess. At least that's what they alluded to in the live stream. Whether they do it or not, I don't have a problem with where either of them are placed. I just wish they were a little bit higher up on the screen than where they are right now. All right, we're shooting at this Frederick de Grosse, which we hit earlier, and we'll hit him again there and finish him off for our first kill in the Maine. All right, so we're going to advance. It looks like all the enemy ships are doing the black hole maneuver where they all bunch up in one area. SAT just put out a video this morning. I didn't watch it yet, but he put out a video. I'm saying this morning. I'm recording this on Saturday. He put out a video Saturday morning saying black hole's a great way to like lose the game, lose all your money, you know, blah blah blah. And yeah, the enemy team is doing the black hole maneuver. So we're going to try to exploit that without putting ourselves at risk very much. As you can see, we've killed 2 of the enemy ships. They haven't killed any of our ships. We also haven't had to deal with the aircraft carrier really that much. I do have some planes shot down, but I've not been targeted per se by the carrier. Here's another Frederick de Gross. I hate to say it, I have a feeling that ship has a terrible armor scheme. We're going to light him up here with a full salvo. And we launch our spotter, and as you can see, we got a Citadel hit, and we frittered away almost all of his health. So he gave us the broadside, and we punished him for that oversight. We do get targeted by the aircraft carrier there. Didn't really do anything. Did a little bit of damage there. Our AA rating is 100. We're going to take a break from that and shoot at the Frederick de Gross again. And that is the end of the Frederick de Gross, kill number 2. Alright, destroyer pops up on the wrong side of the map over there. Hopefully one of my teammates will finish him off. And we've done some pretty good work to this point. So I think the enemy team was like, yo, we're out of here. So they turn tail right now, and they begin running away as we inadvertently dodge these torpedoes. So right now I was thinking I'm going to have a great match, have a chance for a Kraken, and not necessarily true, but we do have a pretty good game here in the Maine. So I would definitely play it as a ranged build. However, in a game like this where the enemy team just turns and runs away, you're going to have to do some work to get in range, get your damage points there. Here we hit that Flandre, which finally turned around after circumnavigating the left side of the map there, and we do hit him pretty hard. However, I realize I've put myself in a position to be fired upon from almost in the entire side of my ship here. So we're going to shoot the rear turrets at that cruiser, and then we are going to turn tail as a way to kind of control what can shoot at us. Now on the way out the door, we do get a Citadel. I believe that was on a Hipper, and we're also shooting at the carrier, not doing a ton of damage, but we do damage there. And we are well over 100,000 damage right now. So as you can see, by turning, we managed to mitigate some of the incoming damage there. Shooting at this Bismarck here that is running away. Not terrible hits. Almost 150,000 damage now. I would really like to shoot at him again, waiting for my turrets to get back over there. And I'm going to have to turn a little bit. I'm hoping to catch him, but because he is kiting away from me at an angle, I should have aimed those a little bit higher. Those aren't going to have the desired result there. And as you can see, just some overpens. So probably could have aimed that a little bit better. And now I'm going to get distracted by the aircraft carrier, because nothing says free damage like an aircraft carrier in the match. But we're going to go back to Bismarck. I'm still trying to shoot real ships for right now. There is the high caliber medal. We passed 150,000 damage. And we're going to turn these front turrets towards the carrier. And I'm finally going to shoot at him because he is still around. And he has not given me a clear sky medal. So I'm very angry with him. So as soon as I can line these up, shoot. He's kiting away. The next salvo I think is going to be really terrible. That one looks okay. He's not giving us broadside or anything, so just one hit. Alright, maybe no hits. I was going to say I would have been happy with just one hit. Alright, continuing to maneuver here. As you can see, legendary skills active. Isn't doing anything. And to be honest, Fight Fire with Fire wouldn't have done anything for us in this match either, because our team is beating the bejesus out of the red team. That is what it is. Here's the really bad aim. He's driving straight into the boundary. So the boundary is pushing him to the right, still on that same heading. And so I totally miscalculated that. And so I was like, yeah, I'm bad. That was dumb. But here he's going to turn into the corner. And that presents a little bit better angle for us to shoot at. So we're going to line up those turrets, we're going to launch that spotter plane, and we're going to shoot because he wedged himself into the corner, and we'll just let those go. Turning our attention to the Bismarck, who is flooding out, I believe, or burning down. We do kill the carrier, no look, and the Bismarck gets taken out, leaving the Flandre, and is that the Hipper, perhaps? But I'm saving my attention for the Flandre. And you can see he's also using the boundaries. We're going to shoot a little bit ahead, hoping that he'll sail into those.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
And those weren't great. More incoming fire. As you can see, that cruiser took a big chunk of damage there. Flandre is still around. And we are working on our reload, getting very close. I think he may have hit the heel, perhaps, because he gained some hit points back. Gonna aim a little higher, see if he's cutting out towards that boundary. And yes, we get the last kill of the match. Alright, so here we are on the victory screen, 171,310 total damage. 4 kills, couple Citadel hits, and shot down some airplanes. 343,635 silver, 5849 ship XP and commander XP in the Maine. And we got a couple of things there. Ended up 2599 base XP, 4 big kills. That is a solid match for a top tier game in the Maine, in my opinion. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's a US dreadnought type battleship, in my opinion, although it's not as ponderous as some of the lower tier ships. I would not call it a fast battleship, and it certainly has the armor to be able to defend itself. Here in the port, the upgrades, we went with AA Guns Mod 2, Damage Con Mod 2, Concealment System Mod 1, and Artillery Plotting Room Mod 2. I think those would be the same for any US ship, and the Maine is fully upgraded. Taking a look at the loadout, 3 charges of the repair party, 6 charges of the spotter plane. Ran that epic battle booster for the main battery range, temporary type 2 camo, and the Independence Day 21 flag. Alright, 80,200 hit points and a 37% torpedo damage reduction with our build. Got those 2 twin and 2 triple 406mm turrets, 20.4 kilometer firing range, 29.1 second reload, 31.6 second turn time, HE shells 5,700 damage with a 36% fire chance, AP shells 14,410 damage. 10 twin 127 secondaries, 5 kilometer range. They reload every 4 seconds, do 1,800 HE shell damage with a 9% fire chance. Would not recommend a secondary build for the Maine. AA defense, as we covered, it is 100. You can see the first 2 set of Oerlikon guns only have a range of 2.4 kilometers. So this is a little bit deceiving in that they pretty much have to be right over you to get the full effect of the AA, at least in this man's opinion. Maneuverability, 29.7 knots, so it's not slow. 950 meter turning circle and 23.3 second rudder shift time. You are not going to be ducking and dodging torpedoes in the Maine, folks, so don't try to do that. Concealment, also not very concealable. 14.4 kilometers on the surface, 11.6 from the air, 15.5 when firing in smoke. Take a look at the armor viewer. You see a lot of purple there, and that is good. Yeah, at the waterline, Citadel, it has a heavy plate on the front and back, kind of a T shape. The edge of the T, where it contacts the hull, is also purple, but you are prone to plunging fire, in my opinion. Fore-end plating, 32 millimeter bow. You got this torpedo belt of 25 millimeters going down the side. Add in the side plating. You do have up to a 409 millimeter armor belt, so you can do some angling there like we did with Success. Taking that off for a second, barbettes, all except for the lowest level, are heavily armored. Turret faces are sloped and heavily armored. Turrets are more heavily armored. So really like everything about that turret and barbette arrangement in terms of the armor scheme. That very light level of barbette armor is covered up by this other stuff. So armor profile of the Maine, you know, you don't have an icebreaker bow, but that set aside, it still is pretty nice. Here's Billy Sims, fully maxed, running Cunningham and Madden. And again, this is the setup I recommend. You know, maybe you could take off gyrating drill bits so you don't lose speed. You know, but the big one here is I wouldn't run Will to Rebuild. We didn't need it in that match. I would run Pipe Fire with Fire. We wouldn't have needed that in this match either. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do hit that like button. You can always subscribe for more slightly above average ship reviews and playthroughs of other games. Again, I appreciate your likes, shares, and comments so very much. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, everybody.